Hello, welcome to another episode of Real Spiritual Clarity. My name is Richard, and let's get started. Please listen, love, and forgive. We're going to see what kind of confession, heartfelt confession, Divine Masculine wants to make to Divine Feminine. And we're going to be using a bunch of love oracle cards. We're going to use the heart-shaped love oracle classic, the heart-shaped love oracle number 2, the love and oracle cards, and the burning heart love oracle. Okay, so let's see. What does Divine Masculine want to confess to Divine Feminine? Thank you, Spirit. Let us take a trip in Divine Masculine's head and see what he wants to say. And 3 fell out, and I'm going to take them all. The first one is I am better with my mind than my heart. Yeah. You know what it is? He's never ever he never felt love like this before. Okay, I use Stephanie Mills' song. Okay. And then you know what else? He fooled around and fell in love. He wasn't expecting it. He was just expecting to hang out with somebody like you always did. And once they did whatever or however they wanted to, move on, he thought he could just move on and forget about Divine Feminine. But he's found out now that he's on an emotional roller coaster right now, because Divine Feminine reopened all of those wounds, all of those situations that he needs to reevaluate and look at in his own life as well as in their relationship. Okay. The next card is the passion is too much. Like I said, he wasn't used to a person like Divine Feminine. You know what he thought most of the other ones were just lust. In this case, he loves her mind, body, and her spirit. So previous to this, it was all about the body. But now that mind, body, and spirit, it has checked off all those boxes for him. And that's why the passion it's more than just physical. It's mental and it's spiritual. Okay? And that's the part that he's really nervous about. He really has that fear about. And it says, why do I feel so lost? You know what it is? He's not lost. But like I said, he's going through an awakening. Spirit is waking him up. Spirit is saying, you know what? It's time to wake up. You thought that life was just like this, and you've gone through a bunch of your life already, just like almost like in this like a daze. But finally, he got the aha moment. He's waking up. And the wake up is scary because it's something he's not used to. He's been sitting over there in that comfort zone for a long time. But now he knows that he doesn't want to feel lost anymore. The only reason he feels lost is because he's outgrown those karmic people. He's moved himself up to another level. They're at a much lower level than him. And not to be putting anyone down, I'm talking about spiritually. So therefore, when he's around his Divine Feminine, they are on the same wavelength. But these people, he's exceeded them already. And that was the Love Oracle Heartfelt. And this is the Love Oracle Heartfelt number 2. And thank you, Spirit. And there's our first card. First card out is seeing you makes my day. Yeah. So like I said, he enjoys your company, Divine Feminine. He gets energy from you. Sometimes you could feel like an energy pull on you. You could feel like you may be overtired or whatever. That's Divine Masculine like pulling on your energy. But he just gets so like energized when he's around you. Almost like the Energizer Bunny. And the next heartfelt, heart-shaped number 2 is, there it is. I need to see you. Yeah, they do. It's very hard for them to stay away from you, Divine Feminine. They may have picked up the phone and dialed the number and then hung up. They may have picked up the phone and wrote out a message and then hung up. Some of them may have even driven to your street, and they're getting ready to turn into the street, and they walk past. I mean, they drive past. But no matter what, the time's going to come when he's not going to be able to hold back any longer, and he's going to come and he's going to confess the love and how much he cares for you, like he should have done a while ago, but he had to go through the awakening. Okay, and the next heart shape 2 is, there it is. The thought of you makes me smile. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's in the beginning, he thought you had put some type of spell on him. He's like, wait a minute. I've hung out with people before, and once I separate from them, they're out of my mind. With Divine Feminine, with her, she's actually intensified in my mind. So it's like she's his new drug. Okay? And that's the part that he's like thrown off so much about. You know, he never thought that he could be taken so smitten by somebody like that. And the final heart shape, volume 2, Love Oracle is, thank you, Spirit. Just one card, Spirit. And there it is. I want to man up and honor you. Yeah, he does. He's like, you know what? I got to gain the strength and the courage to come back and state my case to her. Because I don't want this to go away, because I truly want her in my life. Okay. And now we're going to be using these Love and Oracle cards to continue to move into his mind and see what he wants to say. And I couldn't even finish shuffling those before the first one flew out. The first card is, he said, there's no doubt you are the one and only that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Okay. So like I said, he can't believe that, you guys, I think it was love at first sight for him. He's like, wait a minute. I've been away from her for quite some time, and she should be out of my mind, and I shouldn't even be thinking about her. But he thinks about her night and day. Okay? When he wakes up in the morning and when he goes to bed at night. Okay? Because he already knows she is the one for him. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, he fooled around and fell in love. He didn't think he was going to, but he did. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment so you know when I'm on here. Please watch the full video because his message is throughout. And please take what resonates and leave the rest. And the next card is, I miss the old you, I miss us. See, he wished that he could come back and just things could go back to the way they were before. But you guys have grown leaps and bounds. You could have lost weight. You could have changed careers. You could have had a whole different mindset. Because these were the things that you needed to grow in. And being together, you guys would have never had this growth. But separate, you were able to grow and to be the person that you want to come back and be for yourself as well as for your counterpart. Okay? And the next Love and Oracle card is, I've been giving you love and devotion and received nothing but your criticism and pain. This isn't directed to Divine Feminine. This could be something that at one point he tried to probably compare the karmic people he's around to Divine Feminine. And finally, Spirit opened his eyes and said, these people are not like Divine Feminine. They're completely different. But he had like these rose-colored glasses on about these karmic people. It could be family, could be friends. And he found out that, you know what? They can't hold a candle to Divine Feminine. She's the person for me. Okay? And the next Love and Oracle is, this is coming to an end. Yeah, like I just said, all those people who no longer serve him, He's cutting them out of his life. He's separating himself from the things like that. Because he knows in order for him to come back and love and cherish and care for his divine feminine, he has to separate himself from the things that no longer serve him, which are these karmic situations. Okay? So he's really cutting out a lot of stuff in his life in order to bring divine feminine back into his life. Okay? And the next love and oracle card is, and there it is. Said, I do appreciate everything you've been giving me the whole time. So like I said, even though you're not there with him, he goes over those conversations in his mind. He goes over the text that you guys sent to each other. He goes over any type of conversation or just sitting there silently looking into each other's eyes. He has it for divine feminine. He can forget it's over. He fooled around and fell in love. Okay. And now we're going to end with these Burning Heart Love Oracle cards. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment so you know when I'm on here. Please watch the full video because there's messages throughout. And take what resonates and leave the rest. And thank you, Spirit. Let's complete this conversation that Divine Masculine is having with Divine Feminine. It says, I need to tell you the truth. Yeah. He knows that. He knows it's been going on too long. It's time to come clean. And he's going to. Yep. He's going to. He's just trying to figure out how to make the approach. I think it's going to be like a casual situation at first, the approach. And then before you know it, he wants to, really jump into the relationship. But I tell everyone, go slow. Do not go fast. Because you know what? Haste makes waste. But you waited this long, so when you guys are in your mode of learning each other and figuring out each other, take your time, take it slow. Okay? Because you're going to be together forever, so there's no need to rush. Okay? The next Burning Heart Love Oracle is, I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere. Yeah, he does. He does. Because you know what? The onus is on him to contact Divine Feminine. Previous to this, Divine Feminine could have been the one who always contacts Divine Masculine. But you know what? It's on him to contact her. But if Spirit is prompting, I don't advise it. It's up to you. I don't advise Divine Feminines to contact these Divine Masculines. I encourage them to be strong, love yourself, care for yourself first, and believe me, when the time is right, Spirit's going to bring you guys back together. Okay? And the next Burning Heart Love Oracle card is, and two of them came out, and I'm going to take both. The first one is, I knew you were the one when we met. Yeah, that's right. He knows. He knows that Divine Feminine is his counterpart. He ran away, but I think even in the separation, Spirit has really opened his eyes to know that this is the person for you. Okay? Even though they may be completely different, she may not be the type that he truly goes with. Their whole lives are going to be great because Spirit has put them together. Okay? They're going to change themselves as well as the world, I believe. These are power couple people. Okay? And the next Burning Heart Love Oracle is, I want to kiss you. Yeah, he wants to be intimate. He fantasizes about her all the time. Because he loves her. He cares for her. He knows how he feels. And he wasn't the type to just fall in love with anybody. Okay? A lot of them were players. A lot of them they could have been younger than Divine Feminine. They could be in the prime of their lives, quote unquote. But you know what? When Spirit rings the bell, you have to answer. Okay? And Divine Masculine knows at this point, it's time for him to answer. To come back and really tell Divine Feminine just how he loves her and cares for her and wants her. And the final Burning Heart Love Oracle is, I'm afraid that I lost you forever. No, he didn't. Well, I have to say, maybe in some instances he did, because he may have taken a little too long. But I would say for the most part, most people will give him a chance to come in and explain himself. And then at that point, it's up to you, Divine Feminine, to make the decision whether you want to reopen this can of worms or you want to leave it closed forever. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Spirit for letting us see, hear, and feel the things we need to in this reading. When you guys have these heart-to-heart conversations, please listen intently, please love unconditionally, and please forgive. I love all you guys. Have a great day.